wood and throws it in Scoggins' face underwater. This is for you.
That's like the fifth antagonist in this movie.
The keyboard.
I think it's dangerous.
Oh, we will not have a problem as to who is an antagonist in Deep Blue Sea 2. That is, it's not going to be an issue for the sequel. It's like, Susan, sometimes she's a bad guy, sometimes she's not. Deep Blue Sea 2, we know who it is. It's apparent.
Yeah, that will not be an issue. That's why I think we might be able to go to some pretty zany places here for the next one. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. The next 2.5 months of our lives. And yes, we will, after 2 we will cover 3. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, we're gonna cover 3.
Now, well, okay, we've talked about. I don't think we've ever done this before, but what are your favorite moments in Deep Blue Sea?
Okay, all of it. Yeah, I mean, it's a great film.
We have spent months watching this, Jay, and it's never gotten old. Me sitting down to watch Deep Blue Sea, I've never regretted a second of it. The only thing I've disliked is the decompression chamber on the DVD.
How to get past the DVD menu. Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing I haven't liked. But I've never got tired of this movie. So as we've analyzed every scene and you figured out how deep in blue, I've ranked every door opening and closing. Where are you with your favorite scenes?
Okay, so something that was a favourite scene going in that remains a favourite scene is the aforementioned Scoggins' leg twitch. Scoggins' death has been one that stood out to me. It's not my favourite death. We ranked the deaths a few weeks ago, but that scene as a whole, Carter and Scoggins going down to try and save things, and then Scoggins having his hero moment of getting there and doing it, and the thumb up, and then the shark comes and eats him. I'd love that sequence.
He just gets destroyed, and you know it, too. Yeah. Didn't someone say that was the only time in this movie where they really telegraph? Is that the right word? Telegraph a kill.
Yeah. You know exactly what's going to happen, and it happens, and it's glorious, but you don't expect to have the zombie leg still kicking afterwards. That's the unexpected part of that scene, is the leg still going. So
that's beautiful. Yeah. I guess one of mine is... I just love I love the double scare in McAllister's office where Chekhov's animal brain stabbing practice shark bonks into her and she pushes away, and then the other shark attacks her. And what I love about that scene is that shark is just waiting. That shark has been in there for a little while, just going, I know Susan McAllister is coming back into this room, but I cannot bust my way into these lockers. So I am going to wait for a double whammy to get her and her research so that this won't get out and Mako sharks will be killed. It's just, that scene, Jay, gives the predators in this movie agency and brains and patience and an understanding of locks, research, and the bigger world. And it's just you don't think about that ever, but it's just, that shark's just waiting. Like, I'm going to wait. There she is. I could eat her right now.
She's locked the door. Neither of us are going anywhere.
I could creep up right now and chomp, chomp, chomp.
Yeah.
Do you think that shark just kind of went, oh crap, I can't attack her now?
Maybe, yeah. I hadn't thought about that. I got to wait now. Oh.
Wait, that's an interesting idea, but it was waiting for the research, because if it was waiting for her, it could have just wiped her out as soon as she walked in and then locked the door. But that thing wants the research, and it's just a shark is waiting in a room. And that Rennie throughout the entire film talks about, I wanted to have a shark in a room. I wanted to have a shark in a kitchen. And he did, and it works really well, and it made me very happy. So that's probably my third favorite thing in this film.
Hey, next time around we get sharks in a shower.
Yeah, we do.
We get a shiver of sharks in a shower.
Shiver of sharks. Ooh, there's a title.
Yeah.
A shiver of sharks in the shower.
Yeah.
Did you say that 5 times, Jay?
Shiver of sharks in a shower. 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 Ugh.
Wow. Shoot.
That's not fun. So another one I liked. It's actually just a line. It's a line I hadn't really picked up on before, but it's at Susan's birthday party. It's just Jim's line of flesh and teeth It's every line that Stellan Skarsgård says in the whole film. He sinks his teeth into everything. He's the best actor in the film, in my opinion. He's giving one of the best performances we got here, and he's just sinking his teeth into it. But it's again something I hadn't noticed before. Is every snarky response Jim gives to anything, especially Russell says. Russell's like, "What in God's name?" He's like, "Oh, not him, us."
Yeah.
well, I'll be damned. No, sir. You've just seen what it's like not to be damned. It's like, come on, Jim.
Would you just let me talk?
He's like Wes Studi in Mystery Men, where it's like, to go left, first you must go right. Just takes what someone said and reverses it every time.
I love it. That flesh and teeth. That's a good line, and it's delivered well.
It really is. Yeah.
All right. So my second favorite, we're going to Jim again. And it's just the look that he and Janice share before the glass explodes. And it's just, this is a 1999 shark action horror blockbuster, silly, tongue-in-cheek popcorn film. But Rennie Harlan paused to show these two lovers like looking at each other in the eyes and sharing a very sad moment after he gets his arm bit off, taken for a ride, and then used as a battering ram. And it's just mean. And it's just that little touch that I think a lot of films like this never find. It's just, I know it makes more sense with the other subplot that they had, but they just spent a second for the two of them to look at each other before, like, they could have just gone in and smashed it and they could have run away. But they felt like Rennie felt that he had to linger on that. And it just makes me happy. It's mean, and it finds us. It hits. Like you're just thinking, like you're kind of laughing, but it just gets some emotion from you, and I think that's just what sets Deep Blue Sea apart. It's just tiny little moments like that where they're thinking about these things.
And that moment, that grief, shadows over Janice for pretty much all the rest of her scenes. Like,
yep,
she's a different person after that event, as you'd expect. This is her partner who's just been used as a battering ram to kill her as well. It's an extreme situation. But just when Susan reveals what she's done, she makes the sharks more intelligent, and Janice calls her stupid. And then that pause and that another breakdown when she's like, "Oh, but my partner, my boyfriend, just did this as well," and she realizes it's a lot of emotions she's trying to process, and I think Jacqueline McKenzie did a fantastic job doing it.
And like we said, she nails the expository dialogue.
Absolutely.
I hate expository dialogue sometimes, but I liked hers. I thought it was good. I dug it. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, we can see just from watching Deep Blue Sea 2 that how different of a situation you're in if you don't get any. We get very little. Like when characters arrive at the facility there, it's just they just arrive and then we're off. There's so little of this is here, this is there, this is what we're doing. But in Deep Blue Sea, it's a new environment to us. We have no idea, and it's so well used. Like, having this outsider character being shown around, it's a great way to do exposition. And again, she did it great. She did a great job doing it. She did a wonderful job doing it. Yeah, just a good time.
What's your favorite part
of the exposition?
No, of the Deep Blue Sea. What's your favorite moment?
Oh, my favorite moment of all. I don't know if I could pick just one. I mean, Jim's death, Russell's death. There's all of the deaths are fantastic. They're all great. Preacher's hero moment when he climbs up the thing at the end with the spear gun is just a real fist in the air experience. And even just like little things like the Baja conversation between Carter and McAllister when they're just joking about the shark driving from Baja.
Yeah.
with how they got the number plate. That's just like Carter is a very serious character for most of the films. It was refreshing seeing that today. We're like, oh wait, he's smiling. He's having like a jocular conversation with a colleague. I couldn't.
Being silly too, right?
Yeah,
like that's a silly story to tell.
I didn't remember he could do that. It's been so long since like he has a smile when Susan says we have to kill her. That's the first smart thing you've said all day. He has a smile then, but it's more of a kind of a grimace, like yeah, it's gonna have to kill this shark. But back then it was genuine enjoyment and happiness. He's been through so much.
Talking about a shark driving on a road trip in a car filled with water.
Yeah, that was fun working out how it could do that.
That was.
Didn't
we talk about the It Follows shark in that one too?
Yes.
And the Jaws world. Oh man. Now, okay. Listen, Preacher stabbing the shark in the eye with the cross that he wears. Just Preacher stabbing a shark in the eye. But I feel so bad for the shark because the shark is just trying to escape. And
hang on. Yes, the shark's trying to escape, but in doing so, the shark bit someone. It attacked Preacher.
And, okay, fair enough. You're right. I don't feel bad for the shark on that. You attack. If you engage, then, don't start nothing, there won't be nothing.
Right.
Essentially. And the shark started something. But I think, okay, this is going to sound crazy, but this is what this movie and this rewatch did for me. I've been watching this movie for 22 years now, well, almost 22 years. And it, at the very end, when Carter hits the fence and gets dragged off, and the shark is just swimming into the deep blue sea thinking, I'm out of here. This is awesome. I've escaped. Then they just blow it up. But I love the huge shark explosion, but I also just love that this shark is escaping, and it's happy, and it's probably feeling pretty good about itself. And then you just see it swimming away and blowing up. And I felt bad for the shark. I really did. It's just, I know it sounds weird picking this as my favorite moment, but this is about 3 sharks trying to escape their captors who genetically modified them. And it's just quite interesting that they let the camera linger for a little bit on the shark swimming away. It's just thinking to himself, all right, this is great, I'm out of here.
2.5 seconds of freedom, and then, and then it's pulp.
Yeah, and then you're thinking to yourself, it's like legit pulp. And you're thinking just, I don't know. I remember for the episode just watching that, and I felt bad. I really did. It was weird. I've been absorbed in this movie for months, and then just seeing that poor shark explode. And I know I'm saying poor shark, but I just love that Rennie let the camera linger on it for a little bit. And then the massive kablooey. I mean, just the largest explosion you'll ever see in your life. It's beautiful. But yeah, so that's it for me. Is it makes me happy. I don't know, just watching it explode after thinking I'm out of here.
So one thing I kind of thought about today, something that didn't come up. Well, it kind of did, but I think I was a bit embarrassed to mention on the show. Back when Carter and Russell have their conversation down when he's organising the wrenches. Whatever he was doing. They had that talk about, you're the man, right? You got a file. Man's got a file. And Russell's like, yeah, that's 2 years smuggling. Every time I'd watch this film before we started doing this, I thought that Russell was saying that was his prison record. Russell's prison record. I thought that man's got a file.
Oh.
He was saying how, Carter, he's got a sordid past, but you're the man, right? Man's got a file. And Russell's like, yeah, I've been to prison. I've done some time. That's how I'd always read that scene. And the scene that we had, Chapter 27 with Justin and Pete. Pete said something similar in that, where I think he referenced off the cuff, I'm not sure if it made it into the episode or not, that Sam Jackson having the same kind of file. So it sprung a memory to me then. So that's like a revelation I had in this watch here, going through. Like, oh wait, hang on, no, he's talking about cars. It's a minor detail, but just that was a something I'd learned in this watch through.
Oh. Carter was the guy who got arrested and went to Leavenworth. Yeah.
Yeah, Carter's the smuggler. But I'd always heard oh no, it was Russell. That's how it, because they talk about you the first rich guy to make it there with your hands clean or something. I forget the line.
Oh,
wow. I was just a realization I had about the film this time around. So yeah, even today, even after so many watches, I'm still learning things about Deep Blue Sea.
I just like that I went really heavy on the Wendigo stuff, and then how happy I was when I figured out that he was in that 51 movie, Formula 51, with Carlisle.
The 51st state in the UK, but yeah,
I love it. The Wendigo coupling. Oh no, that's why I think there's new things. You just pick up these new things, and it's been fun. And I would watch this again any day of the week.
I mean, I've watched it twice today. So.
And did you ever get tired of it?
No, I loved it.
No. And okay. So now that we're ending up Deep Blue Sea, we've talked about it a lot. We'll talk about it in the future.